In Kenya, a quiet revolution is brewing. It began with frustration, then grew into protest. Now it's spreading like wildfire, and the youngest generation is stepping in.
You know, there's something very critical that is happening right now. Very critical. Mlikuwa mnaimba Gen Z, Gen Z, Gen Z. Sasa mumeguza watu wanaitwa Gen Alpha.
Gen Z lit the march, but Gen Alpha, they are picking up the flame. For decades, Kenyan youth have been told to wait. Your time will come. But somehow, it never did. In the 80s and 90s, student protests were met with police batons and prison cells. Under Moi's rule, questioning power could get you disappeared. The youth were seen, not heard. Even after Kenya embraced democracy, young people were still treated like background props.
Sasa hii hakuna Mkikuyu amebaki, tumewafukuza wote mpaka manyumba zao zilichomwa. Hatutaki kuona mtu anaitwa Kikuyu. Hatutaki kuona mtu anaitwa Kikuyu.
Campaign cheerleaders, social media pawns, promised jobs, ignored later. Their voices stayed locked behind a wall of empty promises. But then something changed. A new generation came of age, one that wasn't raised on fear, but Wi-Fi. Gen Z.
We are not going anywhere. We are rejecting the finance bill. Parliament tutafika. Nisume. I'm here for Kenya. I'm here for my people. I'm here for your rights. Nitoe mama.
The first true digital warriors don't knock on power's door. They kick it down with hashtags. In June 2024, Kenya's government tried to pass the finance bill, a bill packed with taxes that would make the rich richer and the poor poorer. The youth had had enough. Reject finance bill began as a trend, but it turned into something else, a movement, online and offline, on X and on the streets. And for the first time in a long time, the government flinched.
President Ruto has decided not to assent the bill. And before you get a little too excited, the thing is, he can't really change much.
Gen Z had cracked the wall. They spoke truth with memes, organized protests through Telegram, exposed lies through TikToks. They weren't just making noises. They were shaping policy, shaming politicians, demanding accountability, and millions were listening. But then, something unexpected happened.
And he would memorize. We were very impressed. He would mention a road and he will go.
In March 2025, students at Butere Girls High School performed a play.
Who must go? Zakayo must go. He must go.
It was called Echoes of War.
Not gonna lie, this Butere Girls High School situation is looking like the Sarafina movie. So, kwa wenye hawajui, this is a play by Cleo Malala and it's called Echoes of War and it highlights the current situation. Si mnakumbuka tukiwa high school tulikuwa tunaambiwa fasihi ni kioo cha jamii. So there was a play that was made about the current regime and how the Gen Zs are fighting actively against the current leader. And do you know what the current government did? They went and comprehended Cleo Malala. When he was going to do a rehearsal with those kids, they confronted him and they walimzuia kuingia.
It struck a nerve. It was honest, too honest. Ruto's government tried to ban it. They said it was too political, but they weren't silencing a play. They were silencing a generation.
Just when you think there's no more happening with the revolution, shout out to Butere Girls and their play Echoes of War, which has received so much backlash. And the whole thing about this is it's talking about Nabi, the corruption around Nabi. What a terrible leader he is at the high school level.
And this time, the anger didn't come from the Gen Z. It came from Gen Alpha.
What happened was, tuliambiwa tukuje to perform. We have no deckers, no props, no nothing. We have no sound. We don't have our director. He is the one who wrote the play. We need him to see us perform. We have not seen him. We have not seen him. We have not performed. We went off the stage tukaambiwa tuingie kwa bus tutoke tunarudi shule. And sisi tunaona that it's not fair. It's not fair to any one of us because we are like the other children.
These are 13, 14, 15-year-olds, teenagers raised in a world of TikTok and truth bombs. They saw their sisters silenced, their voices erased, and they responded, not with fear, but with fire.
Can you please tell us what has happened inside there? Can you please tell us what has happened inside there?
We were harassed by the police. Yes. They took us to stage with nothing. Nothing. Not even nothing. We sang our national anthem and we said we are not performing. Yes. We don't have a right. We are just right.
Gen Alpha is speaking up in classrooms, on WhatsApp status, in school plays and poems. They are political before they even vote, because they have seen what silence costs.
The revolution continues, and it continues to write itself. No one could have thought Butere Girls would be what we're talking about today in terms of the revolution.
Kenya is entering a new era, not because of politicians, but because of its youth. Gen Z started this fight with keyboards, signs, and unshakable spirits. Gen Alpha is showing it's only just begun. And to the leaders who think banning plays and deleting hashtags will stop them, they haven't met this generation. They aren't afraid. They are awake. And now they are everywhere.